Good evening and welcome to Nonsense Talk News. I am Pallab Ghosh with you. I am waiting for some people to join in and I will start my live. Of course, today is a solemn day. We have lost one of the great statesmen, not just of West Bengal, but entire India. I am waiting for some people to join in and I will start my live. Well, let me start because subsequently people will join in, I guess. As I said, today is a solemn day because we have lost former Chief Minister of West Bengal, Buddhadev Bhattacharya. A man who, in fact, I was going through the, Falguni, if you can tell me that it is audible or not. Thank you very much. So, as I was saying that there are a lot of things, in fact, to discuss, to talk about this man. But as I was saying that when I was going through the tributes, the messages on social media, especially Facebook, I found people writing one sentence in Bengali that আপনার সাদা ধুতিতে কেউ কোনোদিন কাদা ছেটাতে পারলো না, which means now Buddhadev Bhattacharya was a very well-dressed person, a very well-dressed man. In Bengali we say gile kora, that is pleated kurta, a very traditional kurta. And he used to wear those gile kurtas with dhoti, but spotless kurta, spotless dhoti. Now in Bengali what they are writing is that in spite of people trying to malign you, trying to insult you, trying to abuse you, I will be coming to that subsequently, nobody could ever malign your image, which remains clean and honest. Unfortunately, in 2011, when Buddhadev Bhattacharya lost, and then opposition leader, Trinamool Supremo Mamata Banerjee, came to power, became chief minister, the Singur and Nandigram was burning. Now I will not go into details in Singur and Nandigram because enough has been said. Today is Buddhadev Bhattacharya's tribute. But one thing that I am compelled to say, that is, had Mamata Banerjee didn't raise the issue of Greenland or so-called land acquisition of Greenland, then Singur would today perhaps have been one of the biggest business hub. And I am not saying this. If you go to Singur, the land is still falling vacant, barren, and people there are furious. They are angry. They say that Trinamool played a joke with us. Because Buddhadev Bhattacharya, along with Ratan Tata, tried to bring business, and not only business, had they been able to do what they wanted, then Singur would have been another. In fact, as Ratan Tata once said, quote unquote, if we were allowed to build our factory in Singur, then it would have been another Jamshedpur. No doubt about it, because Tata is one of the best business house and trustworthy business family. But anyway, we are not discussing Tata here. So Buddhadev Bhattacharya became a scapegoat of Trinamool's dirty politics, which said that he was trying to do a land acquisition of green patch of land. And Mamata Banerjee promised that as soon as she comes to power, she will return the land to the farmers. She failed. So much so that she even accused Buddhadev Bhattacharya of corruption. But as I said, Buddhadev Bhattacharya is a man who not only called spade as a spade, and for this he was little unpopular. He was little arrogant. And I have myself seen his arrogance at the book fair, one of the book fairs. But then I think that he deserves. He was the Chief Minister of West Bengal, and a Chief Minister of West Bengal as one of the leading film producers, a very big film producer. I won't be naming him. He said in Bengali that যখন আমি বুদ্ধদেব বাবুর সঙ্গে দেখা করতাম তখন ওনার সঙ্গে দেখা করার জন্য আমাকে ভাবতে হতো যে আমি কিভাবে স্টেজে উঠবো, আর এখন আমাকে ভাবতে হয় না, আমাকে গলা জড়িয়ে ডেকে নেওয়া হয়। আমার লজ্জা করে, কারণ আমি আমার মুখ্যমন্ত্রী, আমি আমার চিফ মিনিস্টারের কাছে খুব ক্ষুদ্র। আমার চিফ মিনিস্টারের সেই অ্যারোগেন্স, সেই ডিগনিটি, সেই প্রেস্টিজ থাকা খুব দরকার, যার জন্য আমি তাকে রেসপেক্ট করব। Means earlier when Buddhadev Bhattacharya, because he used to be a regular at the film festival, and whenever during film festival, quote unquote, we used to meet him, I used to think that how would I ascend the dais? Such was his personality. But today, unfortunately, my chief minister, I don't have that hesitation. I just stand there and I get an overwhelming welcome. Sometimes they hug me from the stage. It's good, but it's not done, because a chief minister should have the dignity. A chief minister should have that arrogance of dignity. This was his words. Well, this was Buddhadev Bhattacharya. Buddhadev Bhattacharya, in fact, tried to bring business. He took many initiatives. If somebody today says that Buddhadev Bhattacharya did nothing for Bengal, Buddhadev Bhattacharya didn't do anything for Bengal, then I would say he is actually faking. You like it or may not like it, but he or she is faking. The first thing that Buddhadev Bhattacharya brought was IT sector in Sector 5 of Salt Lake. Buddhadev Bhattacharya went into conversation with numerous IT companies, from Wipro to so many. In fact, I have forgotten the names of IT, unfortunately, today. But there were so many. And when he was talking to them, Bengal, of course, this is again due to the left front or the CPIM regime. West Bengal had a very bad reputation of bunds, closures. Now, the IT sector told him that we are willing to invest, we are willing to come to your state, provided you promise us that bunds will not affect our business. Because our business is like that, which is 24/7, 365 days. There can be a delegation coming from UK, USA, Europe, any time of the day. And they will not follow whether you have a band there or whether it's a Sunday or Monday. And Buddhadev Bhattacharya promised them that this will be taken care of. And Buddhadev Bhattacharya did. Buddhadev Bhattacharya went against his party protocols, because he was a leftist, he was a communist, a true communist, a man who had read Marx, who had read Gorky, who had read Lenin, and he believed in that ism. But Buddhadev Bhattacharya consulted his party members. In those days, it was Subhash Chakraborty, another stalwart, but he belonged to the Jyoti Basu camp. Now, there was a faction. Buddhadev Bhattacharya requested Subhash Chakraborty and others, please don't block the road, leave one side of the road open for the IT people to commute, because it falls under Essential Services Act. But Subhash Chakraborty refused Buddhadev Bhattacharya and ridiculed him. He said that it is not possible. If Bandh is there, then they too will have to abide by the Bandh, and offices of IT sector in Salt Lake sector will have to remain closed because it doesn't fall under Essential Services Act. He refused. But Buddhadev Bhattacharya went against his party protocols and requested to do this because this would have hindered the business that he had brought to West Bengal after much persuasion. But as things would have taken place, some of the IT sectors found that no, it was not possible for them to continue in the state because of the left front Bandh culture, Bandh cult. And some of the companies started rolling back, but they of course had a back office here, which are of course now almost closed. Because this regime has ruined everything in the state. This regime has actually ruined IT sector beyond repair. So today, if you go to IT sector in the evening, you will see most of the houses, most of the buildings are pitch dark. This is the culture, the structure. And as I said, the other one was of course Singur. He tried his best, but Singur fell between the ego of Mamata Banerjee and Buddhadev Bhattacharya. And people of Singur suffered badly and still suffering. But people have no qualms against Buddhadev Bhattacharya. They feel that Buddhadev Bhattacharya did enough for Singur. In fact, it is often said that it was during Buddhadev Bhattacharya's regime West Bengal was open to many economic reforms. And Buddhadev Bhattacharya tried his best to bring business to this state. He was not like the pep talk kind of a person. As I said, he used to call spade as a spade. Very strict in his discipline and very clear in his vision. A man with clear vision. He maintained that business will be brought to the state under the protocol that left front will set up. And he tried his best. He didn't make any pep talks. He didn't show number of MOUs signed, which never materialized actually. He didn't say that this company will come, that company will come, this company will, they will expand their business. And after some years we find, like Britannia, it has folded in the state. Of course, when I say this, I accept that a large number of companies had folded up during the Red regime. But that was during the regime of Jyoti Basu, including Tata Tea. Buddhadev Bhattacharya was a man of art, culture, literature, poetry, drama, theatre, cinema. He was the nephew of poet Shukanto Bhattacharya, a rebel poet. And Buddhadev Bhattacharya himself was a poet. He used to recite poems, an ardent admirer of Tagore. And Buddhadev Bhattacharya, in fact, was an ardent admirer of cinema. Very few know though that he used to eat, drink cinema. Not just ordinary cinema or Bengali cinema or Bollywood cinema, but he was an ardent admirer of world cinema. Not many understand this world cinema actually. For them it is the Hollywood or the international cinema. But he was an ardent admirer of world cinema. In this context, I would like to mention one interesting fact. Buddhadev Bhattacharya used to spend his evening at Nandan, the film center, after he finished off from writers, and he used to go to Nandan and spend his evening. And during this time, he used to sit with many stalwarts, including Soumitra Chattopadhyay and so many. They used to come to Nandan and sit with the CM. And they used to watch various cinemas. And Buddhadev Bhattacharya used to mark where the cinema was stopped the previous day. So next day when he used to go there, he used to say, start the cinema from this counter. So you can understand what kind of a cinebuff he was. So many qualities, but unfortunately people of the state didn't realize this. People of the state was carried away by Mamati Manush and Bodla Noy Bodol Chai. Bodla Noy Bodol Chai, which is a blunt catchphrase. Why I say this? Because today Bodla Noy Bodol Chai is the biggest mockery of West Bengal. Trinamool is hell-bent in taking revenge from BJP. Trinamool is hell-bent in taking revenge from CPIM. But it says Bodla Noy Bodol Chai. Not to forget, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and nephew even said, Inchi inchi te dekhe nobo. We will see our opponent inch by inch. So when you say inch by inch, it doesn't become anything aggressive or adverse. But when somebody sketches from Shonar Kella and writes vanish, it becomes a ploy, it becomes a strategy to so-called murder somebody. This is West Bengal today. Lastly, Buddhadev Bhattacharya was very strict person, and of course many in the film industry will not eschew my life. They will not be able to eschew what I say because they were actually left out. They were not even allowed to enter Nandan or wherever the festival used to take place as delegates, because Buddhadev Bhattacharya didn't regard them, consider them even worthy to be mentioned as cine fraternity. Some of them, of course, are below their dignity. I will name them. But today the thing has changed. Today, of course, everybody in film industry, even serial industry, are the blue-eyed boy, blue-eyed girls of Chief Minister. You know very well that today actors, actresses are the first choice for MLA, MP, councillors. But Buddhadev Bhattacharya was strictly against this. And Buddhadev Bhattacharya used to say that cinema is not for everybody to understand, because Buddhadev Bhattacharya belonged to that class. Buddhadev Bhattacharya belonged to that cine fraternity where cinema was regarded as a dignified viewership. He was not watching the Laralappa or the typical commercial stuff. An ardent admirer of all the three, from Ritik Bhatak, Mrinal Sen, Satyajit Ray, Tapan Sinha, Tarun Majumdar, so on and so forth. Buddhadev Bhattacharya is no more today. Social media is abuzz with tributes. Everybody is saying good things about him. I was surprised to see a tweet by a very prominent Bengali opposition leader saying that Buddhadev Bhattacharya's demise has upset her. She's sad. I pity, because when Buddhadev Bhattacharya was alive, he was abused by this party. Today Buddhadev Bhattacharya is no more, and as in India there's a cult that when you are dead, when somebody is dead, he becomes a holy cow. He or she becomes a holy cow, and everybody talks about him or her. Everybody says good about him or her. There is no exception today also. Today Buddhadev Bhattacharya was confined to flames at the Karatala Mahashashan crematorium, and with that an era has ended. There are many things coming to my mind actually to talk about this man. But all I have to say is, may his soul rest in peace. And somebody, in fact, messaged me earlier that let people like Buddhadev Bhattacharya take rebirth and come to this state and rule. Well, I really don't know if this is possible. Because people like Buddhadev Bhattacharya, an honest politician, who even went against his party protocols, stood against his party men for his principles, are rare. And as time flies, I don't think we will be getting more such people. Lastly, many people may think that I am a leftist, I am a communist. No, I am not. I am neither a communist nor a leftist. But yes, I have highest regard for Buddhadev Bhattacharya. I have seen him face to face many times, including London, and I have seen such a dignified gentleman, a thorough gentleman, who should be always remembered and regarded with highest dignity. Finally, before summing up, as I said, so many things are coming to my mind, and one thing that I can't help but saying that those who wanted to malign Buddhadev Bhattacharya, those who maligned Buddhadev Bhattacharya, making statements against him, calling him corrupt, not only they got their reply when the judiciary gave him a clean chit, but above all, the biggest compliment that he got was from the people, the masses. Many of them may not have voted for him in 2011, but they stood beside him in 2011 or 2012 when the judgment came, and they refused to believe Mamata Banerjee marking Buddhadev Bhattacharya as corrupt or dishonest. They don't believe Buddhadev Bhattacharya is dishonest. I reiterate, they didn't elect Buddhadev Bhattacharya to power in 2011, but they refused to believe that Buddhadev Bhattacharya was corrupt. And this explains everything. This explains what Buddhadev Bhattacharya was and what Buddhadev Bhattacharya means to people, to masses. People, as Buddhadev Bhattacharya once during one of the meetings said, that people may not bring left to power right at the moment. They will understand once. He had a great foresight and he understood long back, that not because left is not in power, but the person, I reiterate, the person who is in power in West Bengal is not capable of ruling the state, because lack of experience, one, and perhaps too much of what I should say, too much of zeal, too much of an attraction towards the power and related things. I won't go into details at the moment. Well, but as some of my friends say that also speak something in Hindi. So before summing up, सबसे पहले तो मैं मरहूम बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य के आत्मा की शांति के लिए प्रार्थना करता हूं, और इतना कहना चाहूंगा कि एक ऐसा इंसान, एक ऐसा व्यक्ति जिसने बंगाल के लिए बहुत कुछ किया है। सच कहा जाए तो बंगाल में जो डेवलपमेंट की बाढ़ आई थी वो बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य साहब का ही लाया हुआ था। बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य के वक्त उन्होंने जो तकनीकी या प्रौद्योगिकी यानी आईटी सेक्टर के साथ जो बात की, उनके साथ जो नेगोशिएशन साझा किया, और जिसके बाद आईटी सेक्टर बना कलकत्ता में सेक्टर 5 सॉल्ट लेक में, उसका सारा का सारा श्रेय, सारा का सारा जो दारोमदार वो बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य साहब को ही जाता है। और इस चीज के लिए बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य ने अपने ही पार्टी के खिलाफ, अपने ही पार्टी के आला नेताओं के साथ वो भिड़े, क्योंकि बंगाल में एक बहुत पुराना रीति चला आ रहा था बंद का, और ये कहा जाए तो ये सीपीएम के समय से ही चला आ रहा है। इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है, इसमें कोई शक नहीं है कि सीपीएम ने ही इसको काफी आगे, इसको बंद को काफी पॉपुलर किया। बंद आगे चलकर इतना पॉपुलर हो गया कि काफी सारे कंपनियां आने से डरती थी उन दिनों में। तो जब बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य साहब गए और बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य साहब ने इन तमाम तकनीकी प्रौद्योगिकी कंपनियों के साथ बात की, आईटी सेक्टरों के साथ बात की, तो उन्होंने उनके सामने एक शर्त रखी कि हम आने को तो तैयार है साहब, लेकिन हमारे पास आपके लिए एक शर्त रहेगा, और ये है कि बंद के दौरान हम ऑफिस बंद नहीं करेंगे, क्योंकि हमारा काम ही ऐसा है कि यहां पे लोग बाहर से आएंगे, यूरोप से आएंगे, यूके से आएंगे, अमेरिका से आएंगे, और यहां 24/7 365 डेज काम चलता है। बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य ने उनको वायदा किया, उनको एश्योरेंस दी कि ऐसा ही होगा जैसा आप चाहते हैं। और उन्होंने उस वक्त के एक आला नेता, जो कि बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य के साथ उनके मत विरोध हुआ, क्योंकि वो बंद के पक्ष में थे, या इंग्लिश में जिसको फैक्शन कहते हैं, गुट। तो दो गुट बन गई, एक बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य गुट, एक ज्योति बाबू गुट। और ये सुभाष चक्रवर्ती जो थे वो ज्योति बाबू गुट के थे, वो बंद का समर्थन करते थे। तो उन्होंने बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य का मखौल उड़ाया, उन्होंने बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य को साफ कह दिया कि नहीं, क्योंकि बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य ने उनसे गुहार लगाई थी कि साहब एक साइड रास्ते का खुला रहने दीजिए, एक साइड से लोगों को आने दीजिए, ताकि लोग एक साइड से आ सके, उनको कम से कम अपने ऑफिस जाने दीजिए। और उन्होंने ये भी कहा कि आईटी सेक्टर को एसेंशियल कमोडिटीज एक्ट के तहत लाया जाए। सुभाष चक्रवर्ती ने सिरे से नकार दिया। उन्होंने कहा कि नहीं, ये नहीं हो सकता क्योंकि बंद है और आईटी सेक्टर किस मायने से एसेंशियल कमोडिटीज एक्ट के तहत आता है। खैर, बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य ने काफी कोशिश की और एक जो बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य ने भरसक कोशिश की, शायद आप लोगों को बहुत इसके बारे में इल्म ना हो क्योंकि आप लोगों ने उसके बाद की कहानी सुनी है, लेकिन मैं यहां इसको बोले बगैर इस लाइव को खत्म नहीं कर सकता। सिंगूर का जो टाटा फैक्ट्री, नैनो फैक्ट्री जो था, वो बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य ने काफी दूर तक उसको बनाने में या उसको तामीर करने में उन्होंने काफी हद तक उन्होंने रोल प्ले किया था। लेकिन सिंगूर की जो फैक्ट्री थी, उसकी जो जमीन थी, वो कहीं ना कहीं लैंड एक्विजिशन या ग्रीन पैच ऑफ लैंड के तहत आकर रुक गई थी। राजनीति कह लीजिए इसको, या इसको एक पॉलिटिकल स्ट्रक्चर कह लीजिए, या हम पत्रकार आमतौर पे एक लफ्ज हमारा बहुत पसंदीदा लफ्ज है, हैशटैग करके अगर कहें तो हैशटैग पॉलिटिकल पोस्चरिंग। तो ममता बनर्जी ने पॉलिटिकल पोस्चरिंग करते हुए इसको एक तरह से ग्रीन पैच ऑफ लैंड कह दिया। मैं इसको इसलिए कह रहा हूं, बहुत लोग मेरे से खफा होंगे, बहुत लोग मेरे से इस मेरे साथ इसको मतलब मानने से इनकार करेंगे, लेकिन आज भी वो लैंड, वो जगह जहां पे टाटा नैनो फैक्ट्री बनी थी, आज भी बिल्कुल वीरान पड़ी हुई है। ममता बनर्जी ने कहा था कि जैसे ही वो पावर में आए, जिस दिन वो पावर में आए, वो इस जमीन को जो भी जिन लोगों ने दिया था उनको वापस करेंगी। अब जिस दिन तो खैर अतिशयोक्ति हो जाएगी, लेकिन हाँ, जैसे ही वो पावर में आएंगी। लेकिन आज भी वो जगह जिन जिन लोगों ने दिया था उनको नहीं मिला। आज आलम यह है कि वहां के लोग घुर्रा रहे हैं, वहां के लोग नाराज हैं, वहां के लोग गुस्साए हुए हैं कि क्यों ममता बनर्जी ने उनके साथ ये छल किया, क्यों ममता बनर्जी ने उनके साथ ये कपट किया। वो लोग ये भी कहते हैं, और आप अगर मेरे बात पे विश्वास ना करें, आपको लगता है कि मैं कहीं ना कहीं ये बड़ा चढ़ाकर बोल रहा हूं, तो आप जाइए, आप सिंगूर जाइए, उन लोगों से मिलिए, गांव वालों से मिलिए, आम लोगों से मिलिए, गांव वालों से बात करिए, और आप देखेंगे कि वो लोग कह रहे हैं कि आज अगर वो फैक्ट्री बनती तो आज ना सिर्फ सिंगूर एक बंगाल के मानचित्र में एक जगह होता, बल्कि उन लोगों को काम धंधा के लिए दर दर भटकना नहीं पड़ता, उन लोगों के पास नौकरी होती। और यही बात रतन टाटा ने भी कहा था। रतन टाटा ने कहा था कि अगर मुझे कोट अनकोट अगर मुझे सिंगूर में फैक्ट्री बनाने दिया जाता तो हम इसको दूसरा जामशेदपुर बना देते। कोई दो राह नहीं है, क्योंकि टाटा जो कहती है टाटा वो करती है, यानी इंग्लिश में जिसको कहते हैं टाटा मीन्स देयर वर्ड्स। और रतन टाटा ने भरसक कोशिश किया था, बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य साहब ने भरसक कोशिश किया था, लेकिन जैसा कि मैंने कहा, पॉलिटिकल पोस्चरिंग के सामने यह हो नहीं पाया। मैं सिंगूर के बाकी कहानी में अभी नहीं जाना चाहता, कहने को तो बहुत कुछ है, मैं आपके सामने पूरा कच्चा चिट्ठा खोल सकता हूं, लेकिन इस बीच एक ऐसा वाकया भी हो गया था नंदीग्राम। अब नंदीग्राम में जो बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य की पुलिस ने जो अतिशयोक्ति की थी, उसका खामियाजा बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य को भुगतना पड़ा, और उसके साथ जुड़ गया सिंगूर का यह आंदोलन। यानी ममता बनर्जी या तृणमूल को एक वॉक ओवर मिल गया दोनों को जोड़ के करने का, और बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य का वो फेमस कैच फ्रेज, वी विल पे देम इन देयर ओन कॉइन्स, वो कहीं ना कहीं बुमेरैंग हो गया। खैर साहब, आज बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य नहीं है, लेकिन इतना कहना कि बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य ने बंगाल के लिए बहुत किया है काफी कम होगा। बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य ने बाकी लोगों के तरह, यानी इस सरकार के तरह, वायदे पर वायदे कभी नहीं किए कि मैं ये करूंगा, मैं वो करूंगा, या वो कभी विदेश से हजारों की संख्या में एमओयू लाकर नहीं दिखाते थे कि साहब ये एमओयू साइन हुआ है, हस्ताक्षर हुआ है, साक्षर हुआ है, और आज के बाद इतने सारे फैक्ट्रीज आएंगे। आलम यह है कि जिस बर्तानिया फैक्ट्री ने कहा था कि हम अपने आप को और बड़ा करेंगे, हम अपना बड़ा प्लांट करेंगे, वो आज बंद हो चुका है। खैर, बहुत सारी बातें हैं, बहुत सारी यादें जहन में आ रही है। इतना वक्त भी नहीं है, ये काफी बड़ा भी हो चुका है। इतना कहना चाहूंगा कि हाँ, एक चीज कह के इसको खत्म करना चाहूंगा। आज जब मैं अपना ब्लॉग लिख रहा था तो मुझे एक यूजर ने लिखा, एक फ्रेंड ने लिखा कि क्या ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि बार बार बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य जैसे लोग इस बंगाल में आए और इस बंगाल के जो राजनीति है उस पे आए और हमें एक सेफ प्लेस टू ब्रीथ, एग्जैक्टली ये वर्ड उन्होंने यूज किया था, कोट अनकोट, सेफ प्लेस टू ब्रीथ दें। मुझे नहीं लगता ये मुमकिन है, क्योंकि बंगाल का जो पॉलिटिकल स्ट्रक्चर हो चुका है, अब चाहे वो लक्ष्मीर भंडार हो या स्वास्थ्य साथी कार्ड हो या सबुज साथी हो, जैसे कि मैंने कहा, इन चीजों के बारे में बात करने का आज वक्त नहीं है, आज दिन नहीं है, मैं बोलना भी नहीं चाहता। लेकिन ये बातें इसलिए आ रही है क्योंकि बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य के साथ इतना जुड़ा हुआ है तृणमूल के ये बातें, क्योंकि तृणमूल ने कोई कसर नहीं छोड़ी थी बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य को अपमान करने में, बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य को बेइज्जत करने में। और आखिरकार लोगों ने उसका जवाब दे दिया कि लोगों ने सिरे से इनकार कर दिया, नकार दिया कि बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य करप्ट है, बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य डिसऑनेस्ट है। तो मैंने उनको यही कहा कि शायद ये मुमकिन नहीं है, क्योंकि जिस तरह से अब राजनीति चल रही है, जिस तरह से राजनीति का अब जो रुझान है, डाउनफॉल लेवल की मैं कहूंगा, ट्रेंड है, रुझान है, उसमें ये लग नहीं रहा है कि ये हो पाएगा, क्योंकि बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य जैसे लोग, एक सच्चा इंसान, एक सच्चा राजनीतिविद शायद ही अब शायद ही पैदा हो भी तो काम कर पाए, क्योंकि बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य जैसे लोगों को काम करने के लिए जिन लोगों का सपोर्ट चाहिए, जिन लोगों की मदद चाहिए, जिन लोगों के बल पर बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य जैसे लोग आगे काम करेंगे, वो कहां हैं? क्या उनकी पार्टी में आज हैं? माफ कीजिएगा, मुझे अभी बहुत सारे सीपीएम के लोग भी सुन रहे हैं। मैं उनसे पूछता हूं, क्या आज आपके पार्टी में एक भी ऐसा चेहरा है जो बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य के साथ कांधे से कांध मिलाकर खड़ा हो सके? क्या वो कह सके कि बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य आज नहीं है तो क्या हुआ, हम आपके विरासत को लेकर जाएंगे? इफ बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य इज नो मोर देन वी आर गोइंग टू टेक हिज लेगेसी फॉरवर्ड। एनीबडी देयर? From the bottom of your heart, anybody there? I doubt. This was Buddhadev Bhattacharya. May his soul rest in peace. We will always miss you, sir. We will always miss you. And those who say that you were arrogant, Yes, you were arrogant at times. I have seen you many times. But I cherished your arrogance. I admired your arrogance. I respected your arrogance. That was the dignity I expect from a chief minister. You were never my chief minister because I was always brought up in Delhi. I am a Delhiite. But whenever I came to West Bengal and whenever I got a chance to attend conferences or meetings, I admired you. Love you, sir. My respects. May your soul rest in peace. Thank you for watching. I am grateful to you all. Please feel free to rebut. Please feel free to give your feedbacks. As I always say, it gives me immense pleasure. And the best part is gives me the kick to do more, to do better. Good night and goodbye. This is Pallab Ghosh signing off for Nonsense Talk News. On a solemn day when we have lost an honest politician, Buddhadev Bhattacharya.